Hello YouTubers and matters, and today we're going to be analyzing Boozo and Pukie. Oh sorry, my mistake. I meant to say Boozo and Pukie. I keep fucking that up. Well anyways, also I just want to start off by saying, do you notice the little pun? Pukie and Boozo? Get it? Get it? I see what you did there, Tripwire. That's funny. Funny. Clap. Anyways, Boozo is a clown. He's obviously a clown, but he's a loser clown. That's why he has to boo, because nobody loves him. In fact, he is so not loved that he has only one purpose in Tragic Kingdom, and that is to be an advertisement. And what's your size again? Oh, you're too tall.
Are you going to say hello? Please say hello.
While Pukie is a shining star who stole his spotlight. Now you see, the relationship between Pukie and Boozo is that of jealousy. While Pukie is a star and the advertisement was a thing that everybody comes to see, Boozo is just forgotten in the background. He does not even get mentioned in the trailers. He is just there. And he, even regardless of being the face of the advertisement, he is just there. But he's not the main guy. He's just like a pigeon walking around. One thing to know is that Boozo is one of the few characters that don't have their own attraction at the amusement park. The other one being the twins and I think the pig. On the bias of Boozo and Pukie being enemies, the reason they don't kill each other while they're attacking you is because they have a sick game, and that their game is whoever kills you first wins. And I'm saying that just because Patriarch and Hans, they have that game going on when they're playing Endless. If you could find that quote by yourself, because I'm not going to search through all that right now. But yeah, that is a quote that you can hear every now and then. They have votes of who's going to kill you, and that's how they're playing it, which is what I'm presuming that Boozo and Pukie are doing. Now, if you go and analyze Nightmare, this is where we find out more about Boozo and Pukie. See, Boozo is actually wanting to kill Pukie. At least that's what it looks like from the chart, as he's linking up murders to Pukie, as he's pointing them to him. As Boozo's signature way of murder is adding a red nose, and in every photo,
Punk! Red's my favorite color!
you see a red nose attached to every body. Everybody. Anyways. And yes, and they're all pointing to Pukie, which means you could even find photos of Pukie being attacked and axed, which is a sign of him wanting to kill Pukie. Now here's where things get a little bit weird. In the summer sideshow event, I could easily presume Boozo is dead. And here's why. You see, Nightmares isn't just a map that tells us a little bit of Boozo and Pukie. It tells Boozo's timeline. He was obviously a child during the World War II. During the World War II. Not that World War II. The World War II. There you go. And yeah, you can see how that affected him. He eventually went, I'm guessing, to the Afghanistan War as a medic. And the reason for him being a medic is that he actually wants to decapitate Pukie and keep his head in a jar, as seen as with the little limbs hanging up there on the top of his shelf. Another addition to me saying that Boozo is dead. In the map, you find his head. And his head could be an easy indicator of everything he's done. And in the morgue, you see his head on one of the little cabinets that you put the bodies in. That's an easy indicator that he's dead. Not only that, but since it's linked to Infernal Realm in the spider section, which I want to know, just listen to the soundtrack for a moment.
Must close the pod very soon. Last chance. I have to power down the pod.
It's nice, isn't it? Like, see, if you turn off the music, this is like one of the best maps to play without music. Anyways, if you go into the spiral, you can see Infernal Realm being a section which is supposed to be this game's hell. And that means that Boozo is in purgatory. Now, when we take the fact that these are all just the fears that consume Boozo, there's also that obvious Tragic Kingdom section. Now, the reasoning Boozo holds up the show as he's a pillar, as in like the advertisement and all that, and then Pukie's the big head, like the main attraction, as that's what it could be representative of. Alternatively, the fact that Pukie is still watching you during that section, and his eyes follow you, and that he's on cogs are moving, could be a sign that Boozo actually, the reasoning for wanting to preserve the head is so he could have his mortal enemy's head permanently alive and preserved for him to mock and tease, I guess. Which is why it's still alive, and why you see him in the medic section of the army, and then he's fucking preserving shit in his room. And yeah, that's just a little summary of Boozo. Now a little bit about Pukie. From what I gathered, Pukie wasn't always a happy clown. You see, he became happy after he became insane and modified by horsing. And the proof of this is that when you look at his products, his little advertisement, his products, his advertisement, all his toys, he's actually sad during the toys, which means he wasn't always a happy clown. He was actually very depressed with his job. It was probably the original, he could have possibly been the dunk tank bloat that was dunked every day. And then he became Pukie. I guess it's after a bit of hoisin, meddling, vomiting on, I guess loved it. That's how he became clown, etc. All that stuff. And again, this is all just from, everything I'm saying right now is just from speculation, from seeing everything on the map. But yeah, that's just a little quick backstory of Boozo and Pukie and what I've been able to analyze from everything on the map. Hope you guys have a good day, and goodbye.